Hi guys, so today we are with Lacey and Jordy Fiedens. Did I say right? Yes. Okay, so they're an American couple, married couple with two beautiful sons as well. Are they here?
Just one. The other one's at her friend's. Went fishing today.
Went fishing.
Okay, he's visiting a friend. So guys, I'm doing this interview so that you back home can see and understand a little bit what life in America is about and what it is, like expenses wise and all that stuff. So, but thank you very much for your time, and I appreciate it that you would do an interview. Most people don't want to. Yeah, it's what it is. Yeah, thank you. So guys, just a quick question. You've met South Africans before me, and me included. So what's your general thought about South Africans?
I don't know, I feel like you're nice people. I like getting to know you and some of the other South Africans that we've met. I like to ask questions about like what your culture's like and how life is same or different where you're from.
Yeah.
Just, it's interesting.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think that the language, the accent gives it away.
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
Yeah, so when you from South Africa and you come to America, immediately people realize the accent. And your Jordy, what's your thoughts about South Africans?
I don't know. I guess
you've met a few.
I've met a few of you guys. I've met some from that are in Minnesota. I've met some that are over here, and I guess I don't know. I just you guys are hard workers when you guys when you guys are over here. I mean, you always want to be doing something. You guys aren't just sitting around not doing nothing, want to be lazy all day. You guys actually want something to do, and that's
And I think that's nice about the refugee program is that I'm not sure if Donald Trump realized that, we are like the country of hardworking individuals. And I mean, the HOA program that I'm on has been in existence for over 20 years. So it's quite a successful program. That's pretty cool. So guys, I think the biggest thing about what people in South Africa maybe not know, what's the cost of living? I mean, if you're an American couple, married couple, you've got kids, how much does it cost to actually live month to month? I mean, what sort of money do you have to bring home to make it work, kind of a deal,
It's hard to say. It all depends on your style of living.
Yeah.
I would say your average, between rent and food and groceries, I'd say you got to bring at least $1,500-$1,800 in it just to go and live.
Yeah.
Now, to go above and beyond, I'd say you're right around that $2,500 or so.
Yeah.
For a single person, or just a single with kids, easy $3-4 grand. But you got to realize that's not.
I think that doesn't include like your car payment.
Yeah, you're going to have more depending on what you have for a vehicle or what you have for bills in general.
And what, like you say, the type of lifestyle.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I mean, like for you guys now, so I mean, you guys got a pretty nice house. You've got two sons. You both work. Mm-hmm. So, would you be able to afford all this if only one of you work?
No.
Okay, so there is a high cost of living. Because that's like, most people that I talk to in America say that, I mean, it's become expensive to live in America.
It has. In the last, I want to say, 6 to 8 years, it's really starting to go up. From when we first moved over to South Dakota from Minnesota, we were making a lot less money, and we had a lot more put away. Now we're making more money, but yet the cost of living's up there, so you're not putting as much away like you were prior to it.
So it might be different from state to state.
It's definitely a state-to-state difference.
And if you live in a major city or in... I mean, this is country. This is rural. They call it rural or whatever. Okay, so because I think, like, if you come over as a refugee, let's say you come over with your family as a refugee, and you have to live in America, like have a whole family in America, you can't pretty much support another family back in South Africa.
No.
It's going to be hard.
It'll be hard. There's a lot of people that do like what you guys have done in the past, where one of you guys are over here and one is over in South Africa, and a lot of them send the money back over there, which you can do on certain jobs.
Yeah.
There's a few people that they bunk together, so their cost of living is way down.
Yeah.
So then when they have one person and they figure the cost of living, split it 3 ways. If you got 3 people that can fit into an apartment or a house, well, then you can make more money doing it that way than bringing a whole family over and trying to just all of a sudden make it right off the bat. I mean, you're gonna struggle for a little bit till you get on how everything is over here. But then once you get it all figured out, then I think it'll be.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad.
Like, I think though, when you have kids over here and you bring your kids over too, like their school, like you have to pay for school lunch, you have to pay for like the kids' activities.
Daycare.
Yeah.
I mean, if you both work and you have like smaller kids, you have to take them to daycare.
Yep. And I feel like it kind of depends too. Like, I did daycare for 12 years, and I feel like I charged on the lower end because I know that there are centers and other people that charge way more money, and I feel like depending upon where you go to daycare, you can spend anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 a month just in daycare.
Yeah.
Okay, so how old are your sons? They're both in school. I mean, they.
Yep. Jace is 13, and Josh is going to be 11 next week.
So so how much does it cost to house them a month? Like school, food. What's your cost to have to kids at school?
So like at school, like we don't have to pay to go to school because we go to the public school, but like lunch. And I think lunch is like $3
a day per kid. So you're at $6 for lunch, and then they got breakfast that they can go and have, which I think
I think that's free. Like I think that's something that's.
So that's what the school charges.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And then if they want like seconds, I think it's an extra $1.50, $2, and then milk is an extra 40 cents. So just depending upon how much they
So
eat.
figure on an average about $10 a day for your kids to eat lunch at school.
Okay.
And then obviously it's sports. You got to pay when you get come time for them to play sports.
Exactly.
They need shoes. They need like for
Sometimes
football. They
gear.
need they got to get some gear for it and stuff like. I mean, the school gets a lot, gives a lot to the kids, but you have some impact with it. Fuel to go to the games and do all the stuff.
Yep. And then sometimes we go to games or places where we have to spend the night because it's 2-3 hours away.
Yep.
And you have to drive and those.
Yeah.
Yep. So if I can ask, like, frankly, what do both of you bring home a month? What's your total income? Rough estimate. I mean, just sort of a ballpark figure.
I would say we're right around that 7 to 8 a month.
Okay.
Give or take.
Yeah.
I mean, some months you make a little bit more, and the next month you don't make as much. I think we're comfortable around that. I think it's more 7 to 8, and then on a few months out of the year you can bring home close to 10.
Okay. And that's enough to live from, I guess. I mean, do you have left over that you can save?
Yeah, we got a little bit left over. We look at it that we got to have enough left over to go in case something happens that we have to have
For some emergency
yeah.
money.
So we put a little bit away in that just so we have some as a spare.
Okay. So, and like, I mean, do you think with a South African couple or South African family coming over, I mean, they'll find work because that's the whole thing about America. I mean, there's work everywhere.
Yep.
If you're not too picky, I guess, like, you can find work probably within a few days.
I'm sure you can get a job right away. I don't even know if a few days is.
Yeah, I mean,
it's more or less if you apply anymore over here. It's if you apply, a lot of places will hire you right away.
yeah, and that's the thing. I think that's what America still offers is work. Like, if you're willing to work and you're willing to put in the hours, you can bring the money home. And so. Okay, so and then, like, how much does it cost to live in a house like this? Like, I mean, you guys bought this house from the bank. I mean, you got but I mean, you got money from the bank to buy the house.
Yep.
How long term is it, and what do you pay a month?
Well, I feel like it depends now because like we bought our house almost.
We're at 12 years at this house. So
12 years already.
Yeah.
And we got a 26-year
Lease.
loan on it.
Like a loan, okay.
Yeah, but our interest rate on this house is like 3%.
So super low compared to like
Compared
what
to
interest rates
now interest rates are like 7 or 8%. So
Yeah.
we only pay between the house insurance, taxes. I want to say we're right around $1,000.
So that's your repayment.
That's what we pay,
Yeah.
and that pays for the house,
And
the
this-
insurance, and then the property tax that you got to pay to live on this property.
Okay.
Where if you rent a house, it costs you. If you rent a house, it's going to be about $1,200
Yeah.
just for you to rent it.
So it's actually better to buy.
It is.
Like, in a way, it depends again. Like
It isn't
Yeah.
because you buy,
So then, like, if the air conditioner goes out or something
It's
goes
on
wrong,
you.
you have to pay for it.
but if you rent and the air conditioner goes out,
It's a
it's on the
landlord's.
landlord's
Yes.
deal. So
Okay.
just kinda
there's
depends-
pros and cons to it.
Yep.
Okay. And then, I mean, you obviously both have vehicles. Like, what's the cost to have a vehicle? Like, it depends on what vehicle, I guess. But
Yeah.
I mean, you've got nice vehicles. You've got
Yep.
a nice pickup and a nice SUV.
Yep.
What's the total cost of those two vehicles a month?
With insurance and all, or
Yeah, just with everything.
I'd say we're right around that 1,600 or so.
Okay. And I understand medical insurance and dental and all
Yep.
that. It's quite expensive in
Yep.
America. Are you guys on a sort of a plan there? You got like a family plan?
So we got
How does that work?
our insurance goes through Eggland Co-op.
Yeah.
All our medical insurance and all that goes through Eggland. They're pretty reasonable on the price. They got pretty good deductibles. Everything else, it's not.
So you make a contribution?
Yep, we pay every 2 weeks. I get a couple $100 out of my check to go and pay for the insurance, and then that's for our family of 4. And then she gets some money taken out every 2 weeks for dental insurance through her because Eggland doesn't offer the dental portion of it.
So they only do like hospital part.
Yep.
So I mean, if you get a car accident or you have to go to hospital, that's covered.
Yep.
Like, okay.
And then they also a lot of companies are getting into this AFLAC program with insurance, and that's a pretty good deal on it. Where you go to the chiropractor. Say you slip and fall at work, and you go to the chiropractor. Well, Aflac pays you to pays for your. You've got to pay your copay, which is $25, $50, whatever your copay is.
Yeah.
But then Aflac gives you that money back when you submit the claim through them. So it's you got to sign up for it. It don't cost hardly anything a month to do, but they help out. Like if you get cancer or if you're in a major wreck and you need short-term disability and all that, they'll help out. And so there's programs out there that you can sign up for to go in.
Okay, so there's options there. That
Yep, that'll balance out some of your bills.
Okay. So and then what's like utilities like gas and electric and water, and do you get one bill or do you get separate?
Well,
gas?
if you cross the property line, you'll get basically one bill. So our house, there's electric and water and gas are all three different bills, three different companies.
Oh.
Where you cross the property line and their house is all Northwestern. They got their gas, their electric, everything's through Northwestern. But
what's that amount about?
That's the same. It varies from winter to summer months. Our electric bill is a lot higher because you're on your air.
Yeah.
I want to say an average summer bill is like $300 a month for electricity.
Yep.
And then normally in the winter,
it's like $150.
Yeah. So it's like half.
And our gas, we're on a budget pay of $30 a month. So we just all year round. Right now, like we got our bill this month and nothing. So you basically, if you lock in your budget at a certain rate, they go and they look at how much you used last winter, and they set your budget. So next year it might be $40. So then you'll pay $40 a month. So then, and come June, July, that's kind of your payback months that you got to pay them back. Whatever you used over, and then our water's right around that $100. I would say on average throughout the year, you're probably at, I'd say $300 out the door for everything. If you go average $300 a month, I think would be $300 to $350 comfortably would be your.
Okay.
But then again, it's the size of your house, the size of the stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
That's with us running the air in the house and keeping the garage is all air conditioned and everything for stuff. So.
And then we have our camper.
And our camper's plugged in, so I mean we're
That's
running.
running as well.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're running a lot of juice in the summertime, so that's why your bill is a little bit higher.
Yeah. But I mean, it's still affordable.
Yep.
I mean, it's like, what's the average? I mean, if you have to walk into any place now and ask for work, kind of a deal in this area, I guess it's different in any state. But what can you earn an hour? Average hourly rate?
I would say I would go anywhere from 14 to 20 would be a comfortable. Give or take a little bit here and there, depending on what your work is that you're doing.
I mean, if you're a professional or you're educated, I mean, you've got degrees and stuff, that changes.
Yep.
But I mean, if you have to go and work for a farmer or you walk into a business and have to work for a business, then...
Yep. I think it would be right around that 14 to 20, somewhere right in there. It's
Okay.
a lot of places, they want to start you out low because they don't know how you're going to do.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you can really
move up and earn more.
Depending on how your work ethic is.
Yeah.
Exactly. What is work ethic? I mean, like you mentioned work ethic now, but like what is a good work ethic in America?
Showing up, doing your job, doing it right, and
having a good
learning, wanting to learn, not thinking you know everything.
That's an important thing.
Yes.
Because I've seen that a lot at farms where I worked, and there was, I mean, there's a lot of different mixes on farms sometimes and stuff, and I mean, some people just think they know everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They think that they can get paid because they know what they're doing, but then they don't know what they're doing, and they're wondering. Then all of a sudden something major goes wrong, and well, you said you knew what you do, but they don't. That's the biggest thing. Don't lie and say you know what you don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because
just be honest and say, well, I don't know, but show me.
You'll get taught. That's the biggest thing. My wife, she did daycare for 12 years. Never worked at basically anywhere before.
Yeah.
She did.
And
so I had some odd jobs, like waitressing and stuff like that.
Well, you're good at that, though.
I am good at that, yeah.
But now she's got a full-time job, and they love her there.
But you've got a good attitude. So when you say good attitude, what do you mean? What is a good attitude?
So, like, I guess my definition is, like, being friendly, going out of your way to, like, make sure that the customer's happy, wants to come back. Like, where I'm working now, like, I want them to feel good about coming to us, coming back, because, like, if I didn't care if I had a bad attitude, they obviously wouldn't come back.
Exactly.
And then I'd probably get in trouble because we're losing customers. Sometimes even, like, if they're not necessarily right or happy, like, just try to find a happy medium.
Yeah.
Because you don't want people to not come back because I don't care.
So, I mean, having a good attitude and a good work ethic can really just get you pretty far then. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're coming over and you're looking for work and you've got those good attitude, work, I mean, you can get far though. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's important.
It's even just like word of mouth. So like you mentioned, I work at the pasture. There are like our regulars that come in to see us, but then there are people that are just passing through. Like I want them to have a good experience and tell their friends, hey, you know, I found this cute little bar in Dimmock. Like, go check it out.
Yeah. So, by the way, guys, your family owns a bar in Dimmock.
Yep, so we own Tea Inflatables, and it's also called The Pasture. Little bar up front. Yeah.
In Dimmock.
In Dimmock, South Dakota. Yep.
Yeah. So if you're ever there in that area, look for The Pasture.
Yeah, come in and say hi.
Yeah, and the inflatables, tell us about that.
So the inflatables are like the inflatable bounce houses. You can blow up, mostly for kids, but I mean they're big ones too. Adults can jump. We also have a mechanical bull, which one night we should do a segment on that.
We should do a thing for that. Yeah.
We have a dunk tank. There's lots of goodies that we have. So
lots of stuff. We'll put the number on the screen. So if you're in the area and you want to rent an inflatable, you can talk to them and they can sort you out. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, they deliver to all the. I mean, we go all the way into Minnesota, all the way up to northern.
Up by like Millbridge.
Up by Millbridge area for inflatables. We go down Yankton. We've gone to Wagner. I mean, so we travel too with them. It costs a little bit more if we have to deliver them, but
exactly, yeah. I mean, there's some cost.
Yeah, but usually if we deliver them, they're set up, ready to run for you when you get there, or when the party starts. And then when you're done, we're usually there. We take it down and all that. You guys
don't have the hassle of moving it and putting it up and all that stuff.
Yep.
Talking about business, I mean, how hard is it to start a business in America? Because I think, the reason I ask is a lot of South Africans are entrepreneurs. They like to do their own thing. A lot of them come from business backgrounds and farming backgrounds and stuff. Like, do you think it's easy? Do you think you can come over, start a business, and it will be successful? I guess not.
I feel like that's a good question for Mom and Eric.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
I say yes and no on that. Starting a business, you can start a business. You can come and say, hey, I'm going to go and start detailing cars for a living, or I'm going to go and mow lawns, or I can do it. That you can. Anybody can start a business. It's the fact of you're not going to have the
clientele right
away.
That's going to take time.
Yep.
Yes.
For you to come over here and start your business, you need to be financially set. When you start that, because you've got to buy equipment and you've got to buy all this stuff. So if you think you're going to come in and just make $1 million today, that's not how it's going to happen. No, you're going to have.
And you're converting a rand into dollar, which is making that rand so small, you know, in terms of if you have to come over and take rand to start a business and stuff. I've met a lot of South Africans throughout the years that came to America and started businesses, fencing, transportation and things, and they're quite successful. But what they say is that it comes back to establishing trust, and you have to have a good price. I think in America it's the same thing.
Everybody shops around. It's
price, it's affordability, it's having a good work ethic, I guess. And
and I feel like good word of mouth, like from the people that you have done business for, having good references, and just like advertising.
Well, I mean, America, I'm really excited about America because I see all the opportunities here in terms of work, which we don't have. I mean, back home in South Africa, I mean, there's 40% unemployment. Well, that's the figures that is sort of available, but I think it might even be more. There is just no work, you know, so I think a lot of people are seeking to come over. Okay, well, we're being persecuted because of our color and race and whatever they say reasons are for us to come over, but I mean, I actually think it's a good opportunity where you can still raise a family. I mean, you guys lived it. When I came here, I just walked in the door. It wasn't even locked.
No.
I mean, your vehicle outside is open. There's no fencing around the houses. I mean, you guys don't even know what do you know what Devil's Fork is?
We have cameras around the house, though. So
cameras, but we've got a fencing system they call Devil's Fork in South Africa. You can ask any South African know what a Devil's Fork is. It's like a fence, and it's made from steel, and then you plant the poles, and then you put the palisades in between, and it's iron rods or bars or whatever, and then it's got like a fork at the top that's very sharp. That's called the Devil's Fork. So it just prevents people from getting into your yard. They get in anyway if they want to, but so that's the freedom America still has, I think.
I mean, depends on where you live, obviously. You live in the
York
cities or the
like
big states. Here, we don't. We got cameras to check if someone's on, like, we knew when you were here because it dung saying that someone was outside. But that's all we got. But
I think that's the thing about America is exactly what you guys were saying is like, I mean, there is places in America that's dangerous. I mean, you're not going to live in the Bronx. You're not going to move to New York City and think nothing's going to happen. Sort of country living like this, where we live, is pretty safe still. I guess, I mean, Yeah, that's cool. So guys, thank you. I mean, you know, I guess there's so many more questions, but I mean, I think you can make a decent living as a married couple, willing to work, willing to provide for your family. You can live in a beautiful house like this. I mean, you can own a car and a house. And
yes. I just think the biggest thing is you like both have to work. Or like, for us, we both need to work.
Exactly. Yeah, that's unless you or your husband has a professional, like an accounting job, or you're a CEO of a company,
Or like a lawyer or something like that. I think like
where they get paid like $50 or $80 an hour or something. Even, I mean, I spoke to the guy from Titan, the technique.
Yep.
I think he gets paid like $150 an hour. But that's because of his knowledge of fixing.
Go and ask him what his schooling was. He's very intelligent because they go to do their schooling and everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you got to go to. The more you do, the more knowledge you get.
No, that's awesome. I just want to see. Okay, we're 20. Guys, how many years have you been married?
it'll be 14 in July.
Why are you laughing? But she's laughing at you. 14 years.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, I've got so much respect for people that are married like so long, and kids can grow up in a house where there's a mommy and a daddy. I know it doesn't always work out, and I mean, you know, but yeah, that's a great job.
I feel like it is hard work.
It's hard. It's not an easy cakewalk. Don't think you're gonna get married and everything's gonna be easy.
Yeah. I'm doing 16 years, but I mean, we don't have kids, so that's a whole different ballgame.
Oh yeah. Kids are another stress on marriage. That is true.
But I've seen you guys together for my second year now, and getting to know you guys is quite an honor. And I mean, I see how you guys interact with each other, and I really respect that you guys honor the marriage. And I mean, I think it's a good example for friends and family that look up to you in a way, and they see they've got a happy marriage. You guys making it work at least. I mean, I understand there's difficult times and stuff. She's grinning.
She always does. She always does. We joke a lot. There's got to be, you got to have a lot of joking and stuff like that, and what's not.
Yeah, I mean, I understand everybody's different,
and sometimes you have to have like those hard conversations or those tough conversations that you don't like to have.
Yeah.
But
who initiates it?
most times I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say I usually don't.
How do you avoid them?
He does.
Okay.
Or he puts them off and puts them off. But I'm like, no, I'm serious. We need to talk about this.
Yeah. So like drinking too much beer, for instance.
No,
Yeah.
never. Yeah.
I'm kidding. Well, guys, I mean, thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate that you open your house so I can show the people back home sort of what it is about, and yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for being nice.
Yes.
Yeah. You, right?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Not a problem.
Yeah. So, guys, thanks for watching again, and then we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Guys, this is Jordy's pickup. It's a nice pickup. And there's the SUV. So I just wanted to show you what the cars are like that they have. They've got a little camper.
Campus for sale.
A campus for sale. How much you want?
Here, come here.
16,000 or something? And there's the house. It's a how many bedroom house?
We have 1, 2, 3. It's like a 4. Like 4 people can sleep, but you can get a ton more because there's
For sale.
There's 2 bunks.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
2 bunks.
This is quite big, right? I did.
So there's.
Show me the back quickly. Oh, you want to talk? Sorry, yeah.
So there's 2 bunks right here. There's a bunk on the other side.
Yeah.
There's a couch in there.
Okay.
That turns into a bed.
Yeah.
And then you can like put a bed on the floor if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a good salesman. I like it. This is the backyard. Can we go in that door? Are we gonna go in the front door? Is that door open?
Yeah. Could be.
So guys, this is an average, I guess, American sort of house. It's beautiful. I mean, it's nice and big and spacious, and got a little outside area. Is it locked?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, they locked us out.
No, it's fine.
Yeah. We were just saying they don't lock the doors, but so guys, there we go. We're not going to go in the room, so don't worry. Just show you guys nice open plan,
Let's go down.
nice kitchen. Hello, Jordy. You're getting the beers ready.
No.
That's nice.
We got 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms up here.
Okay,
And come downstairs.
and there's the downstairs. So that's the main room. We're not going to go in. That's fine.
And then there's also a master.
There's a laundry.
Yep, that's laundry. So
Master.
bedroom and master bathroom back there.
Okay.
This is just a spare bedroom.
Okay, cool. Nice open plan kitchen. I like the.
It wasn't like that. We tore down some walls and some cabinets to make it more open concept.
But you've been living here for 10 years. How long?
No, we've been living here for 13 years. 13 years.
13 years now.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
And then we just got the 2 bedrooms
Nice bedroom.
and then another
Yeah.
bathroom right there.
And then, I mean, most American houses have basements.
Yeah.
That's cool. Can we check out the basement?
Yep.
I hope you guys clean down there.
That's at your own risk down there because that's the boys' hangout.
Okay. So there's a whole house at the bottom of the house.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Oh, it almost fell.
This is my room.
You've got a nice room. Look at that.
We're packing.
Look at your big TV. Wow.
I have 2 TVs.
I love the chair. You got another TV.
Yeah.
An whole bed. Wow. This is awesome, man. And you've got your own bathroom? Or is it like a...
This is the second master bedroom. We have 2 of them. And this is the bathroom.
You've got a shower.
Yeah.
And a toilet and a
Everything.
sink.
Come out here.
And this is
And
the
this
basement.
Is the living room.
This is a living room.
We just have to spare. We have a TV down here, but we
I love these floors. I'm going to put these floors in my house. And...
I know. And then we have my brother's room, Jace's room.
Wow, another big room. And there's more space here.
That's just storage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's just storage. Where we keep our
Nice storage room.
Christmas tree storage.
Christmas stuff, fridge.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Freezers. And then
Yeah.
let me show you a secret room that no one gets behind.
A secret room.
It's right here.
We can't put this on video.
No, it
Okay.
says another storage room.
Oh, that's under the stairs.
Yeah, it's a storage room on this.
Thanks, man. You're such a good tour guide. I love your house. It's really beautiful.
No.
Thanks for letting me do a video.
Yeah.
Jock's room. Well, there you go, guys. Just wanted to show you quickly.
Did you show the man cave?
Yeah. Did we show?
Understand?
Are we gonna the man cave?
Like where you have your
There's a man cave too.
Yeah. It's up here.
That's so cool.
It's the garage.
Laundry. Oh, ho, ho. This is the best place.
And
Wow.
And then come over here, that's
So this is a double garage, yeah.
And then come over here, that's something special. Oh, we got 4 of them.
Are you happy about it?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, you are so blessed to have an awesome mom and dad that gives you all this stuff. That's cool. Man cave.
I don't mind the mess.
That's cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.